Friday, January 2nd, we get an amazing slate of games in the NBA. And in this video, you are going to get the 4 best player props on the entire slate. Not to mention the Sportsbook play of the day. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? The unders, the overs, all of that in this video. So make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you're locking in and get ready to go bananas.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me, we just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Before we get absolutely cooking for Friday in this video with all of these free plays I have in store for you, I need a little bit of something from you. It's absolutely free. Smash that like button, because if and when we cash the Sportsbook play of the day, 4+ money, 200 likes on this video, and one of you that likes this video and comments below will get all of the profits from that play. And if you're new here, if you haven't already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. I drop these every single day. But if you don't do any of that, the one thing that you have to do, the most important thing that you can do for yourself, go down below, visit my buddy Stan, but he's got everything that you need for your sports betting career. And this is exactly what he has. It's my Stan.store. You can get all of these plays locked in without coming out of pocket at all. Just take advantage of the promos you see in front of you. Free $20 on Sleeper with a $100 deposit match with code FFAPE, FTM Cox. It's now free 10. The free 25 is gone. With the new year, they have lowered the promo. Don't know why, but they did. It's still a free $10 though. $100 deposit match on Chalkboard. You guys can read. Bet 5, get 50 on Prizepicks with code FFAPE. Splash Sports is a special one. You get a $50 deposit match, and on top of all of that, with code BANANA, you get 50x payouts on 6-mans. It is the best and only spot where you should lock those in. I know you degenerates out there like me like to lock in some 5, some 6-mans, and the payouts on Splash Sports are better. A 6-man on Prizepicks is like 12.3x. Dabble it to 21x, a little bit better. But on Splash Sports, that same 6-man, same exact 6-man will be a 50x payout, so take advantage. And that big, beautiful golden W up there, you can get more free plays. You can get cheat sheets every single day for all of the sports that you guys love to bet on. So go take advantage. It's absolutely free. There is premium plans as well. That's why it does say VIP picks, but there's a free plan, free Discord, great community, cheat sheets every day, bonus free plays, yada, 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 all of that. Anything that you need is right over here. Take advantage. And if you sign up for any of those apps with my code that you see there, you also get a free 30 days of premium plays, so you can get winning slips sent straight to your phone without even having to pay the price of admission. Just sign up with those codes. Now let's get back to the regular scheduled program. Before we get fully rocking and rolling here, there is something I need to say so that YouTube does not go after me. Gambling involves significant risk. There are no guarantees of profit, and you could lose some or all of your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older to gamble or legal age in their jurisdiction. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. It's all down below. For responsible gambling resources, 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. This video contains affiliate links. You just saw them all. I do receive a commission. You guys get free money to lock in these plays. It's a win-win-win-win and a great way to support the channel. So take advantage of those and support me every day for handing out these plays. Now, what did we do in premium yesterday? I first have to apologize. I told you guys Texas Tech. That was a lean in yesterday's video. We had a plus 10.5 on the cheat sheet. I locked them in super early. As the lines were moving, all the data I was seeing, everything was pointing to Oregon, and we took advantage in premium and cashed this monster slip. This is why you need to get into premium. At the very least, this is why you need to get into the free plan, because I have more time to research. More time equals more winners. It's just that simple. So get on over there. Get the premium if you haven't already. But we locked in Oregon, and it was beautiful. I wanted Texas Tech to win. I did. I wanted to see them in there. They haven't really been in there in a long time. They had a great, great defense. I liked them in this game, but the data didn't like them. So we bet with our head, not with our hearts, and we took Oregon to get it done, and they They got it done in a big, big way. 23-0. Texas Tech's offense looked like a JV team out there. It was abysmal. The game sucked. We won money on it, but it sucked. All the games today in college football kind of sucked. The Georgia-Ole Miss game is on right now. I'm not really that interested in it just because of how the day went. Absolute garbage. We did like Alabama. We had Alabama plus 7.5 in the free play yesterday. I liked them with all the data that I saw. I thought they were going to be able to hold their own with Indiana. I'm done fading them. They are good. I bet on them against them 3 times this season. Every single time has not gone our way. We took them way, way back. The very first time we bet against them, we had Penn State before Penn State absolutely imploded. We took Penn State over Indiana. That was a huge mistake. It's been a mistake every single time. I will rectify that. Indiana looks super, super legit. As much as I don't think that they're good, they're just fucking good. And they absolutely dog walked Alabama. Alabama looked atrocious. They ended up putting the backups in who looked even worse. It was a shitty, shitty day for all you Roll Tide fans out there. I feel bad for you. And they cost us a play in premium as well because I had Alabama plus 17.5 matched up with Georgia, and Alabama just fell apart, did not get it done. But we did have a nice cash. If you guys are new here, I am probably the best person on the entire internet for college basketball, which is very important because March Madness, now in the new year, 2026, it's right around the corner. We had Samford over VMI, easy bucket, 20-point win there. We had Georgia Southern plus 6.5. I did like them to win, but I didn't really trust it fully, so we took the 6.5 points, figured they'd win by at least 2 3-pointers, right? Minus 112, easy bucket win there. And then our plus money player prop play is cruising along. We need 3 more points from Cooper Flagg. Hopefully he gets it done by the time this video's over. I'll probably be in the middle of it, and I'll let you guys know either way, but a plus 122 should have a huge night. We did lose our hockey play as well. We only had 5 plays on Thursday, one of which Alabama blew up. If that plus money player prop play comes through, we will have a decent night. Not a huge night, not a big night, but a decent night in premium. And sometimes on a slow Thursday, that's all you can ask for. I know there were some big games on, but a lot of bad spots as far as gambling goes. But we picked our spots. We shot our shots. And most of them hit, but some of them did miss. We don't hit all the time. Anybody that tells you that is full of shit. Stop watching their videos. They are lying to you. And that's all I really got to say about that. Be careful of scammers out there, especially the ones in my Discord pretending to be me and DMing people, and the ones over on Threads and YouTube. Just be careful out there. The only place that I sell any kind of picks is through Winnable. If anybody DMs you as me, or anybody else for that matter, tries to get money from you through like a Venmo, don't do it. Everybody that's at least semi-legit uses some kind of third-party app. And then the ones that are super, super legit, like myself, I know, obviously I'm going to say that right, but we use Winnable. We are tried and true, so come rock with me over there on the Winnable. Now, that's enough of that. We have so much to offer over there. You can find it. But what you're here for is the free plays for Friday, and I absolutely love what I'm seeing in the NBA. We're going to talk about it. We're going to go over it. Before we do, I mentioned this to you guys yesterday. What was it? Tuesday, I had LASIK done. That's why I'm wearing these sunglasses. I explained it in yesterday's video. When I shot it at night, I was still recovering. I'm still recovering. That's why I'm wearing these sunglasses. And for proof, if you guys don't believe me, it's super bright. Well, look at my eyeball still. Look at that I did. I told you guys, it's not as easy as what these people out there that I talked to, friends of mine that had it done, said it was super simple. They had no problems at all. And then when I talked to them after I had it done, they were like, dude, it was horrible, wasn't it? I'm like, nah, you fucking tell me. I would have done it anyway, but I would have at least liked to know what I was walking into. You guys told me it was super simple. And then I get in there and I'm like, oh my God, this dude's suction cupping my eyeball right now. And I had no kind of medicine. I was holding on to a teddy bear. I already told the story. It was pretty wild. We're going to roll into the free plays, gang. Let's have a Friday. Let's have a day. Let's talk about it. And the first player that we really, really like on Friday is Zion Williamson. It's a great spot here for him going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. He's gone over this line in his last 2 games, 6 of his last 10 games, averaging 32.5 over that 10-game span. Now, we're taking him a little bit higher here, 33.5, but he gets a great matchup, especially in that points allowed category of 25th ranked in the NBA. He's a huge factor on the boards every single game as well. We love him in there. I think he's going to get about 8 to 9 rebounds to add on to probably about 27, 28 points, and then a couple assists sprinkled over that to get us over this line. We love him in this spot. Like I said, he's had great success in the past as well against the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, he did not do it in their last meeting way back in 2024, 2 years ago now. We're in 2026, so way back. But his first spot, he did get 34. I think he's going to cruise over this one on Friday. Love him in this spot. 3 of his last 5, 34.4 in that last 5. Like I said, his last 2 games against good opponents, he cruised over this number in a real tough battle. I think he's going to have another tough battle as far as the game itself is concerned. The Pelicans probably lose this game. The Trailblazers are a pretty good team, but I do think Zion's going to try to keep them close. Now, when we drop down to the power forward position, we do see that none of these other guys have gone even close to their projected lines, which is a little bit worrisome, but we still don't really care. Why? Because Zion is better than just about everybody on this list. Paolo Banchero is the only one that I put even in the same category as Zion, and he's been struggling this year, right? So we're not super worried about that. We do wish there was some green checks, obviously, but I think he's going to have tons and tons of opportunities. As you can see here, he gets 4 potential assists per game, 10.3 rebound chances, and I think he gets about just every single rebound he has a chance to get. He's been averaging 27 minutes. Everything is looking great, and he has been scoring a ton of points, getting over 20 in every game in his last 5. And like I said, I think he gets about 28 in this one. So I love him to get this done for us on Friday. We're taking Zion Williamson here over 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Next, we're taking my boy Steven Castle. This dude is always greening us out, especially in the assists category. So I'm going to go back to him. I don't care that he's got a tough matchup against the Pacers, who ranks 6th in the NBA in assists allowed. I really don't care. I'm still taking him over 5.5 assists in this matchup. The Spurs have been playing phenomenal basketball since Wembanyama has come back. I think Steven Castle is going to feed Wemby. I think he's going to feed De'Aaron Fox. I think he's going to have a phenomenal game. I love him in this spot. This dude, like I said, we take him all the time. He never lets us down. He's not going to let us down on Friday. He's done this in 8 of his last 10. He's averaging 7.1 in that 10-game span as well. We absolutely love him in this spot. He's going to be playing point guard all damn game. That is his position. Why wouldn't he? Anthony Black, as you can see here, had 5. Peyton Pritchard had 5. And Steven Castle is head and shoulders above just about everybody on this list. So this is another list where I really don't care that there's so many red X's. I just don't. We do use it as a little bit of a data point, but not a major one. As you can read here, he's exceeded 6.5 assists in 8 of his last 10 games, averaging that 7.7 assists per game in those last 10. We love him in this spot. He's been getting 11 potential assists per game in 30 minutes. Think he's going to get a ton of minutes in this one. Love him in this one. It's going to be a back and forth. The Pacers are getting a little bit better game by game. The Spurs playing phenomenally. I think there's going to be tons of points scored in this matchup as well, which factors into how many assists Steven Castle can get. And I like him for over 5.5 on Friday. In another great matchup comes our next 2 player props. Actually, we're taking a little bit of a tandem here, and I like Jaylen Brunson for assists over 5.5. I think he's going to be feeding our next player. I think he's probably going to score a ton of points as well. If you wanted to take him for like 20 to 25 points, go on ahead. I just like his assist line a little bit better. It's a little less sweaty, in my opinion. Great matchup against the Atlanta Hawks. 23rd in the NBA. He's done this 60% of the time head-to-head. Like I said, he's averaging 7.1. He's done it in 7 of his last 10. He's gotten 10 and 8 in his last 2 games, one of which was a back-and-forth barn burner against the Spurs, in which they lost on New Year's Eve by 2 points. We did have the Spurs in that one, so it wasn't too bad. I am a Knicks fan, but still didn't care because we won money. And I say Knicks fan just because I'm a New York fan of everything, but the only 2 teams that I'm like diehard for are the Yankees and the Giants. Basketball, I kind of pick my spots, but I do root for the Knicks. And then hockey, I do like the Rangers, but I'm also rooting for the Blackhawks. It's weird. I'm kind of a Chicago fan this year for some reason because my New York Giants are so bad that I'm rooting for the Bears this year. I don't know if you guys do that if you're a fan of a team that's just having a shit season and it's over before it even started and you just pick another team to root for. I do that. And obviously, if the Bears play the Giants, I'm still going to root for the Giants. But in any other matchup, I'm rooting for the Bears. Hopefully they go far into the playoffs this year. And back to Jaylen Brunson. He's averaging 11.8 potential assists, 37 minutes. There's not much I can tell you about Jaylen Brunson that you probably don't already know. We already know that he's an absolute stud. Now, some of these red X's down here are a little bit more worrisome than the other red X's that we saw on the other player props. For instance, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, absolute stud. Former MVP. He only got 6. He just missed his line of 6.5, but Jaylen Brunson's only got 5.5. So that is why we knocked it down by 1. Davion Mitchell, he got 7, just under his 7.5. He's a stud as well. Josh Giddey, he's been playing phenomenal this year. Got a smoking hot girlfriend. Good for him, beating those allegations from all those years ago about being a pedo. And he got 15 over that 8.5. And then Josh Giddey again got 12 over 8.5. I told you he's playing phenomenal this year. So not too much of a surprise there, but Jaylen Brunson is a phenomenal basketball player. Big star in the NBA. We love him to be dishing the ball to our next player here that we're taking for points, rebounds, and not assists. And I'm sure you could guess it. If I'm going to take a New York Knick to get points and rebounds and it's not Jaylen Brunson, it's definitely going to be Karl-Anthony Towns. We're going to take him here. We're not touching this line at all, over 33.5. I think he's going to have a monster game. His backup, Mitchell Robinson, is probably going to miss this game on Friday as well, which means that Karl-Anthony Towns is probably going to play a couple more minutes than he normally would, which is huge for us. Now, he's only done this in 3 of his last 10, but he gets a great matchup against the Atlanta Hawks, 24th and 25th in points and rebounds allowed. So very good matchup there. On top of all of that, 83% against them. Now, some of these only go back to a couple of days ago, back on the 27th, where he got 51 points and rebounds against them just a couple of weeks ago. I absolutely love that. I don't think he repeats that performance fully. I don't know. 51's pretty high and pretty impressive, but I do think that he gets this measly 33.5. I think he could score 30 points in this game and sprinkle some rebounds in there to go on and clear this line for us. I do think he probably more realistically gets about 25 to 26 points in this game and about 10 rebounds. So I like him for 35, 36 points and rebounds in this matchup. 33.5, super low. This will go up. I'm fully confident that hopefully not by the time you guys see this, but after you guys are locking in, if you go back and just look at some lines, it's probably going to be at 34, 35.5 by the time tip-off happens. So once you see this one is more important to lock in as soon as you see it, because this is a standard line that we're taking. We're not touching it at all. And I want you guys to get that minus 118 so the payout is a little bit higher because this line will go up. Now, we've been talking about the rebound chances in the minutes, and it holds true here as well. 19.8 rebound chances per game against one of the worst rebounding teams in the NBA. That's going to be massive for us. He's getting 31 minutes. We already know he scores a ton of points. We love him in this matchup, especially in Madison Square Garden. As you can see, 6 of his last 7 games at home, he has cleared this line of 34.5, and we got it for 33.5. That's what I'm saying. This line is going to go up by the time tip-off happens. And we scroll down, we got a lot of green checks in this one, a lot of players clearing their lines, to include Karl-Anthony Towns when he had that 51-point performance. We love this prop. We're hammering this one. I wouldn't mind if you played it straight as well. If you wanted to get a little crazy with it, go on ahead and do so. But if you're locking in on a DFS app, which a lot of you guys are, and I wish I could, but I live in New York, so I can't use those apps. The one I recommend for you guys, I showed them all to you earlier. I've been recommending it now 4 weeks, is Sleeper. You get that free $20. You get that $100 deposit match, all with code FFAPE. And when you send me the proof, you get that free 30 days of premium plays. And on top of all of that, you will get another free play to lock in on top of this one. What do I mean by free play? I mean, it'll be something like LeBron James to score just 1 point that you can add on to this play to make it a 5-man to get a higher payout. So take advantage of Sleeper. I picked that one over some of the other ones because you can adjust the lines, which is big for this one because we did knock a couple of these down Not Karl-Anthony Towns, but some of the other ones we did. So go ahead, download Sleeper. You can still use your Prizepicks account. If you don't have Prizepicks, you can still get Prizepicks. I showed you how earlier. Code FFAPE. You bet 5, you get 50. So take advantage. But Sleeper is definitely the one that I recommend for this play. So you don't have to come out of your pocket at all because we'll give you that free 20 and you can lock it in. Now let's get on over to the Sportsbook play of the day. I did a lot of digging on this one. I'm going to give you guys a straight up line, just one pick, not touching it at all. Normally we bump some shit down, do a little fancy math in the background and give you guys a winner with some alt lines. This one, I love the data that I'm seeing. I still think it's early enough to get the line at a lower point because the data that I'm seeing has a projected number a little bit higher. So let's talk about it. Let's go over it and let's get into it. And here it is. I think that this line should be so much higher. I'm talking like 230 to 235 in this matchup against the Brooklyn Nets and the Washington Wizards. And we're just simply taking over 225.5. I know that the Wizards don't really score too many points, which is probably why it's one of the lower under overs in this game. But the Nets do give up a fair amount of points. I think this game is going to get well over this number, probably, like I said, over that 230 mark. We love this spot for Friday. So we're going to take just a straight up minus 110 line here, something we don't normally do, but we're going to do it again. We did it a couple days ago and cashed. Let's have some more green on the slip for this play once we take just a straight line once again. Now, you can lock this in with code FFAPE on Onyx Odds, and you don't have to come out of pocket. I'm giving you guys plays where you don't have to spend your own money. Go over to Onyx Odds, use code FFAPE, get that free $15 when you deposit $10. They're going to give you $100 in bonus bets. I know the other day I said 200, but I'm pretty sure that one's gone. Maybe it's not. Go check. Use code FFAPE. Get your free $15, not $10. Free $15. Deposit $10, and then get your free. It's either 100 or 200 in bonus bets, which is massive, massive. You can lock in all weekend long and beyond with that. Those bonus bets. So it's huge, huge, huge. Take advantage of that. Now, I will be dropping the cheat sheets. I already have an incentive NFL play for the NFL on just Saturday. I'll probably do another one for Sunday. It's already over on Winnable, so go grab that as well. We'll be going over that in tomorrow's video. I love Saturday's slate. We have 2 games that mean an absolute ton in the NFL on Saturday. We won't dive all the way into them now, but we got the Panthers versus the Bucks. Something that in the beginning of the season, if you told me this game would have mattered as much as it's going to matter, I wouldn't have believed you. I thought the Bucks were going to run away with the division. Panthers look like they're going to take it. And then we got Seattle 49ers. Could be a huge, huge game. It's got huge implications on it. It's for the number 1 seed in the NFL, in the NFC. So if you don't know what that means, the number 1 seed gets the bye. It's coveted, home field advantage, all of that. So this game is going to be huge. I love that there's games that matter this late into the season. It's the last week of the regular season in the NFL. That's crazy. It flew by. We've had a ton of fun. We've made a ton of money, and we're going to keep on doing so. So come on back for Saturday for that free play video. It'll be some player props. It'll be probably a bonus play with that incentive play. I'll go over that, and then we'll do the Sportsbook play of the day. I'll see you in that video. That's all we have for Friday. Good luck with all of your bets, even if you didn't get them from me. Let's make some money on Friday, roll it into the weekend, and start 2026 on a high note. Thank you guys so much for all of your time, all the support. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Let's keep on rocking. Let's keep on going, and I'll see you in the next free play video.